everybody. So here we go. Going back inside like the base here. So they're saying that for this one, it's best to do brace shot. Oh no. Definitely not. I'm ready to focus shot.
The other ones like to dance.
Well, they didn't have two left.
Oh, you're back.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Catalo.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
I got it.
Well, I'm here if you need me.
You're back.
Anything new around here?
Catalo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured back home. Think of what it could do for injured workers or soldiers. But knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes.
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths.
They're
Aloy.
I bet people are curious about...
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. I have to go.
Let me know.
Forget it. The man is unbeatable at machine strike.
These people invented the game. What did you expect?
Welcome back.
There we go. All drones are reconnected to the dome now.
Wait, what the?
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct, but the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. 2 cores. 2 overrides. What if the merge were carried out by 2 clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of 2 operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Alright. As you guys may have realized, there's probably going to be a lot of main quest stuff.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone. In a cell again. Their slave. Forever. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning, we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength That was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
And dirt.
Hey, I thought
Are you sure we shouldn't be... Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded... Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time, or...
I think we'll be fine from now.
I'm glad to hear.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths.
It wasn't that bad. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend.
Okay, enough.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Catalo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I should go.
That same here.
Aloy, everything okay? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny. I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to...
It'll work.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right. You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
Any last findings you want?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, what will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me, at least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. How does everyone seem?
Anxious. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said.
I'm glad you're coming with.
Sure there's no
more running. Hey, we'll be going out.
I've already got the location of my assignment.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a...
News travels.
It wasn't exactly a quiet...
There were just things that needed to be...
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utarus.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon, and war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go, every voice I hear, it makes me realize just how much life was given, fighting for that gift. If we fail,
helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there.
I don't know what you're talking about. How to go with the Corps.
They were shocked. I thought Fanes, but of course they had, even if it meant all their... To be honest.
I'm glad. They're lucky.
As
you'll hear.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta.
Ah.
Really?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that. Think you're ready to put all your...
I am to Noct.
You nervous about the...
If I live, it will be in victory. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best. You
If I... What matters...
I'll do my best.
I await your...
I hope I'm not...
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse check, the ones Gaia and Beta built. The crap. Is everything all right? It's
not anymore.
To understand one another is to embrace. Oh, and if you...
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors you're trying and here on Earth, right?
Yeah, it is. Part of me is curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Aran? The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Song Jiao, whom we call the heal. It is said she found new ways to extend the... But our view of... Perhaps it is...
Any more data, Kat?
All of it? I have so much to... I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel, it's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. Have you spoken with Zoe?
A little bit. I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. Seemed so... like every emotion she had. And she looked happier because... I felt so dull.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime.
Maybe.
If you need anything before heading...
You have nothing. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Katalo. You know?
What kind of it?
He
For now. You mentioned there was something...
Yes. So, as I was sifting through, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it a sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So...
That's the thing. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. Would you come with me? I have a feeling you're much better at fighting machines.
Of course.
Thank you.
You mentioned...
Yes, I found... It's called the Legacy, but it's in...
Another...
No, so if we... With Levi...
Okay.
That's the... But would you come with... You're much better.
Of course.
Thank you.
I should...
Mayor...
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find...
I appreciate it.
Alright, so... We are gonna do this one. We are at this time frame, so... Wait a minute, what the f*** is this? I already did all these. Alright, so first off, what we are gonna do here is we are gonna go to here. Now that I am gonna end like this episode right here, and I'll see everybody in like the next one.